what we do on a stage in HOD is a precursor to the next level. It's a precursor to the next level. But what is the next level? That's not the next.
This is not really.
This is the next level.
Well, this is an education, no question.
Very long time.
David, will you assist me in this?
Sure.
It's the quietest I've ever heard you.
Yeah. Won't take long.
Okay, so the education stuff is
It's just with the one minute.
So, the speech, isn't it?
Yeah.
Education.
Yeah.
It's working fine with it.
Maybe the volume's on.
Maybe it's on mute.
No, it's not on mute and the volume's turned up.
Maybe he's miming.
Let's try the other one that we had. Yeah. Now, surprisingly, I knew there will be some technical difficulties, so I've allowed 5 more minutes for this. So the video will be 8 minutes and we have 15 minutes. So don't rush, enjoy your time. To enhance. Okay.
It's the connecting. Multi connection. Stand there now.
So is that the old connector or like?
You're on pause now.
HOD Toastmaster to enhance. This is the next one. I will hold it.
No, that's this. It's not there. It's this.
Speaking skills, our leadership skills, and increase our competent communication. But the question arises that what is this public that we are talking about? What does this communication involve? Does a clear and a structured message and a good tonality and body language good enough? Mr. Toastmaster, Madam President, and very welcome guests. Today I'd like to suggest a new method to enhance our public speaking. But before that, I'd like to give you a short story. Once upon a time, in a green jungle, under the blue sky, there was a class cake. So, monkey, elephant, and duck were studying under the instructions of Mr. Turtle. Now, when it came to their practical skill, Mr. Turtle asked them to climb the tree. Obviously, monkey was the talented one. He had all high marks, and he was so proud to be so skilled and clever. Elephant and duck They really didn't like to be seen as stupid ones, and they didn't like their low marks. They were good in other skills though, but Mr. Tersos was not interested. Well, there are some similarities between this classcape and our classical education system. But lucky us, we are in HOD, and HOD give us this opportunity to be a better communicator in whatever we are good at, okay? And that's all it matters. So today, I'd like to suggest a new method of enhancing public speaking. A very entertaining, flashy, and exciting method. So here is the idea. You can prepare and present your speeches on videos and try to improve the quality, efficiency, and the poise of your message in it. That's what the idea is. Preparing and presenting messages on videos and working hard to make it excellent. I bet you'd like to know more about this method. So let us compare this to what we do live on a stage in HOD. There are some similarities and some differences there. Let's start with similarities. Well, the R counter will count the R's and M's as usual. The grammarian check the usual correct use of English. And timekeeper doesn't need to bother much because the time is fixated anyway. However, the evaluator job is more difficult because the evaluator got to evaluate the whole product, the whole broadcasting. So that is going to be interesting. There are some differences there. Well, there are challenges with the technical difficulties. And you lose your presence at this stage because you're not in there. And you might have much more than 25 or 30 people as audience. You might have thousands of audience. So you need to be sensitive. You need to make sure whatever you say works for everyone and doesn't offend anyone. Finally, you can use different elements and gadgets there. You can use different pictures and backgrounds and all those things which you can't use when you are on stage. So these are the basic similarities and the difference of this method, which comes with advantage and disadvantage of it. You may wonder, what's the magic about this? And I will tell you, this method enables individuals to access their resources. It enables you to use your specialty, use what you're good at, your talents, as a tool to communicate with others. You can add text, pictures, you can change the background, you can move to different locations, and you can broadcast while you're walking, you're sitting, or you're on a ship. Maybe you like to talk when you're at the sofa and the comfort of your home. So sky is the limit, and I'll show you this is not as easy as it seems like, because now you've got to bring around a lot of different elements, and they all need to be objective. They all need to be focused on your message, and they've got to help you deliver your message. So this is not as easy as you think. When I'm recording this very video, with the tree in my backgrounds, I have recorded this over 15 times because every time something went wrong. So what can go wrong in it? Oh, everything. From the location, to the technical parts, to the time that you can't remember what you're trying to say. But practically, since I'm involved with a lot of research, I can track a lot of YouTube, a lot of videos, a lot of broadcasting by really knowledgeable people. And what I see is, even though they are very knowledgeable, I just can't wait for them to finish their sentence. And that's all it matters. So the communication skill in public speaking, in broadcasting a video, is much more difficult because you've got to be quick. You got to think a bit quicker, you got to organize things quicker, and you need to have a very clear structure. It's not as easy. I got it. This sounds wonderful, but it's not that good because there are some rules in place. Yes, your speech has got to be under the competent communication manuals that you have. So you can't go wild. You got to respect the structure of HOD Toastmaster Club. Then you got to avoid being in busy places like this. Universities, gas stations, bus stations, places that interrupt your recording or cause interruption to that environment. Also, you got to communicate yourself and use this media to enhance your communication. It's not about being in a multimedia course and doing all those wonderful things, but you won't say anything. No, it's all about your speech. It's all about your public communication. And it's about bringing more elements to it. So, that's the idea. You're asking me what can go wrong? Oh, my movement, the movement of my face. The thing that I can't remember, and just that little space in between my words, it just sounds huge. The way I move my hands and suddenly it's all around. The shape of the camera, as you can see, and millions of other things. So elephant can shake down the trees, and duck can swim and fly. So if you like to enhance your public speaking skills, let's do this. Mr. Toastmaster.